All right, so we're diving deep today into a story that just broke about NFL wide receiver Xavier Worthy.
Oh, yeah, this one's got some layers to it for sure.
So the source here is a news article from FOX7 Austin titled Xavier Worthy Assault Charge Dismissed. And when I saw that headline, I was immediately intrigued. Charges filed on Friday, dismissed by Saturday.
Yeah, that's a quick turnaround.
It is. And it leaves a lot of questions hanging.
Yeah.
So what we're going to try to do today is unpack this whole thing, look at the timeline, figure out what the different sides of the story are saying, and explore the implications of it all.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So for those who maybe aren't NFL fanatics, Xavier Worthy plays for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right, young guy.
Yeah, drafted just last year in 2024. Huge potential coming off an incredible rookie season. Standout performance in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's one to watch for sure.
Absolutely. So here's what happened. Friday news breaks that Worthy is arrested in Georgetown, Texas. The charge, assault against a family member.
Okay, and that's already serious.
It is, but it gets even more specific. The charge mentions impeding breathing or circulation.
Right, so that kind of detail, that elevates the charge,
Exactly. It suggests a level of violence that could have some pretty serious legal ramifications.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Then Saturday rolls around and boom, charges dismissed. Worthy's released from Williamson County Jail.
Wow, so fast.
It's almost unheard of, right?
Yeah.
And the article mentions that Worthy's lawyers, Chip Lewis and Sam Bassett, they released a statement claiming that the accuser was actually Worthy's girlfriend
Okay.
and that she refused to leave his residence after he found evidence that she'd been unfaithful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they even alleged that she damaged property, scratched Worthy's face, pulled his hair.
Really?
Yeah, but get this. Worthy chose not to press charges against her.
So it's kind of a he said, she said situation.
Absolutely. And we really only have a lawyer's statement at this point. So it's important to remember that these details haven't been independently confirmed or anything.
Right. Yeah, you got to be careful with just taking one side's word for it.
Exactly.
Hmm?
Which brings up a really important point about domestic violence cases. These situations are incredibly complex.
Yeah, they are.
It often boils down to one person's word against another's.
And proving it either way can be a nightmare.
It can be. And that makes gathering sufficient evidence extremely challenging.
You said it.
Now, to make things even more complicated, the Kansas City Chiefs released a statement, too.
Oh, what did they have to say?
Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
We are aware and gathering information.
Yeah, I bet their PR team is working overtime.
Oh, I'm sure they are. But their statement highlights how this whole thing blew up from a private matter to a full-blown public relations issue for both Worthy and the team.
In the blink of an eye.
Right.
Yeah.
So it begs the question, what could have possibly prompted both the arrest and then the super-fast dismissal?
Yeah, given the initial charge, it's really unusual for a case like this to be dropped so quickly without a thorough investigation.
I mean, were there procedural errors during the arrest, inconsistencies in witness statements, or did some brand new evidence just magically appear that made the prosecution change their minds?
It's a real head-scratcher.
It is. And, Worthy's lawyers mentioned extortive efforts.
Oh, yeah. What was that all about?
Well, it basically means trying to get something through threats or coercion.
I see.
So if there's actual evidence to back up that claim, it could have definitely played a role in the dismissal.
Makes sense.
This whole situation really underscores how important it is to avoid rushing to judgment. We've got conflicting accounts, a lack of official details, and a legal process that's designed to move slowly and cautiously.
Patience is key, right?
It really is. But here's the thing. Even though the charges were dismissed, this incident could still have a lasting impact on Worthy's career.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he's a young guy with a ton of potential, already a Super Bowl star. And this whole thing could really hurt his reputation, his relationships with teammates.
Could even impact future contract negotiations?
You got it. And the court of public opinion, that moves way faster than the legal system. So even if Worthy is eventually cleared of any wrongdoing, just the allegation itself can cast a shadow over his career.
A shadow that could be hard to escape.
It could. And that's where you, the listener, come in. How do you form an opinion when you're faced with limited information and conflicting accounts?
Yeah, that's the real challenge.
It is. What are the things you consider when you're trying to weigh accusations against the presumption of innocence?
Some food for thought there.
Big time. And keep in mind, this situation is still evolving. More information could come out at any moment.
We'll have to stay tuned.
Absolutely. It's a powerful reminder that the world of sports, just like life itself, it's rarely black and white. There are always shades of gray.
Nuance everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So we need to approach these situations with a critical eye. really think things through.
Yeah.
And always seek the truth from reliable sources.
Well said. Couldn't agree more.
All right, folks, that's our deep dive into the Xavier Worthy case. We'll keep you updated if and when any new information comes out.
Until next time.
Take care.
I do.